Hi friends, and welcome to the 2025 Kennywood season. In this video, we are visiting our hometown theme park twice over Memorial Day weekend. After a year-long closure, we finally ride Steel Curtain for the first time. We also check out some of the options available at this year's Bites Pints Festival. Plus, we indulge in some other favorites. Join us as we whip, spin, and turtle our way through Kennywood as a family of three, today on This Happy Place. First time to Kennywood this year. First time to Kennywood as season pass holders. And we are going today in particular because the Steel Curtain is finally open for the season.
Been a lot of hype about that. It was actually open briefly last year before it shook itself off its own foundation, and or whatever happened. They were bolt shearing something, I don't know.
There were some issues, and it was closed for the entire year. It is actually the tallest roller coaster in Pennsylvania, and we have never ridden it. So this is the last roller coaster that I have to ride in Kennywood to have ridden them all. So you know we'll be ranking them. But we're actually going for 2 days. Today is a pass holder preview for Steel Curtain. So we're gonna go just for a few hours tonight. It's a Friday. It's Memorial Day weekend, so we're gonna go back on Sunday and just kind of like hang out at Kennywood. And that'll be this whole vlog.
Yeah, we're really just trying to shake the dust off a little bit because we're bringing you a summer full of fun. We've got 2 other parks planned. Want to tell them what they are?
We are going to tentatively be heading to Kings Island and to Cedar Point, both for the first time.
So we'll bring you vlogs associated with those, our ranking of the rides there, and perhaps some tips and tricks videos what we, as first timers to both of those locations, thought.
How you feeling?
Ready.
Let's do it.
Go ready.
There it is, looming.
It is noticeably taller than everything else here in the park. And you can see it for quite a ways when you're driving up.
Are you excited? I'm nervous.
Kind of. I took a bone-in about 2 hours ago, so
you'll be
my
good.
body's ready.
I took mine this morning.
Great.
Okay. We're just gonna do it first.
We're just gonna hit it.
We're just gonna hit it.
You know?
Hopefully, if anyone gets sick, it's only one of us, so then the other person can at the very least drive home.
Yeah.
If you don't know this about us, we're old.
And it shows in the form of motion sickness. But we're not quitters.
Jake's gonna go first. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay with Miles.
All right.
All right, you've survived.
I did. My goodness, that was fast. It was like really fast.
Yeah.
But it felt like a long ride, and the G's. There were down G's and there were up G's.
Am I gonna be sick?
No.
Okay.
It's very smooth.
Okay.
I love it. Big fan.
All right, I guess it's my turn.
It's your turn.
And is there a place to put your bag like every
Yes.
other ride? All right, let's do it.
Meanwhile,
The addition of the Little Dipper roller coaster and an expansion of Kittyland, which was one of the largest in America. And as the nation entered into the television age in the 1950s, so did Kennywood. Our band shell became host to
I know
many
I've
celebrities of the day. The Lone
this
Ranger,
particular ride
Clarabelle
before.
the Clown from the Howdy Doody Show, and my favorite,
The old
the
railroad.
Three Stooges, just to name a few.
I don't
That decade
recall
also
it
saw
being
the
all
addition
about
of
the
our
history
golf
of
fantasy
Kennywood.
parades
It
and the
is
fondly
neat. Like,
remembered
this is a
Kitty
nice
Cadillacs.
leisurely ride. You had the opportunity to learn about
The
the park.
1960s and 70s were challenging times for Kenny.
What do you think of the train, Miles? The old Kennywood Railroad.
rides.
More rides. More rides.
Oh, can you
Going up that hill is so intense, and I was like, oh no. There are much taller roller coasters at Cedar Point. Like, what am I gonna do? But once you get moving, that is a fantastic coaster. I really, really, really like when you go this way and then you go that way. Like, you're upside down one way, then you're upside down the other way. And I don't know if anyone else is a fan of dragon fiction. It kind of felt like I was in Fourth Wing and like I was riding a dragon. I really liked it, but it's so cold. It's like 55 degrees here right now. And I was shivering when I got off, but that's great. That's really, really good. I'm glad it's up and running again, and that we got to come and do it with very little wait today.
I got beer. And we're gonna crush it because Miles needs to ride more rides, right? Immediately. No time. You can get a souvenir beer mug. I have one. I forgot to bring it, but the beer lady was super nice and gave me the refill price.
Nice.
All right, more rides. Let's go.
Graciously making an appearance, thank goodness, because we were starting to get very cold. We're gonna start eating probably only a couple things today, and we'll eat more later in the video when we come back on Sunday. But we went to the Grease booth. It is the Bites Pints Festival, and this is running every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday through the end of June if you're coming to Kennywood in that time. But we stopped at Grease. I can't remember if we got anything from Grease last year, but we actually got all 3 food items. We bought a punch card. Pass holders, you get a punch card and you end up saving $10–15 for 15 items. And we'll definitely eat on Sunday. But we got the gyro, we got the chicken kebab, and we got a baklava sundae, which is all Miles really wants, but it looks really, really good. We'll dig in and let you know what we think. Miles, what do you want to ride? A horse. We're gonna ride a horse. And it is 6 o'clock, so we have to head home, but we had a great time this afternoon,
evening, right now.
And food was really good.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, raw onions were a bold choice on the gyro, but you know.
Flavor-wise, it was all pretty good.
Yeah.
The big portions.
That dessert though, that ice cream baklava thing.
That's where it was at.
Yeah, that crushed it.
And we love Steel Curtain. So glad that it's going to be open for this season, and I can't wait to ride it again. It seriously is a really fantastic roller coaster. But we will see you in 1 second because we're coming back in 2 days, which is right now for you.
Woo!
And we're back.
We're back.
First thing in the morning, a much more beautiful day, and Miles wants to do the merry-go-round again.
The carousel.
You know, it's merry-go-round online.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild. Everybody calls it
I know,
carousel.
but it says merry-go-round, so.
I'll be.
But come along for another beautiful Kennywood day. And Mama and Daddy wanted beer.
We got beer.
So, happy Kennywood day to us.
Indeed. I remember my souvenir cup this time, so I didn't have to choose anybody to give me a refill.
I want to go.
I want to go too. Let's hit it.
I want to point out that the Kittyland area of Kennywood is now called Kennywood Junction. This is one of the only changes that you're going to see to Kennywood this year. They dropped the Thomas the Tank Engine IP, and it is now a celebration of old Kennywood. So I know earlier in the video Jake went on the train and he said, I don't remember them telling a history of this last time we were on the train. That's because it wasn't. That is new. But they rethemed some of the rides, like the helicopters used to be heralds. This little train here, this was like a diesel's train, but now it's all just fun stuff for Kennywood. So Miles says he wants to go ride some stuff, so we're gonna go ride some stuff with him because a lot of the coasters aren't actually even running yet. That's the problem with Kennywood, is that the operations here are incredibly slow. If you want any sort of speed getting on rides, like, you're not gonna get it here, and that's why the lines are so long. It's not that there are a lot of people, it's just that it's very slow moving. We've come to appreciate that about this park, is don't be in a hurry. And it's not very big, so you don't have to be in a hurry. But I think we're gonna go. Oh, oh, they're on a helicopter. Look at this. You just rode in a helicopter. How was it? Wow.
It was wild.
Miles, how was it? It seems that everything is running again.
Okay.
There's people on Thunderbolt. There's people on.
Let's go check out the turtles.
Now Jake is going to take Miles over to the turtles, and I'm meeting a friend to ride Thunderbolt, which is up above me. This is not one of my favorites because it hurts, but you need two people, so he's here alone. I'm gonna meet him, and Miles is gonna ride the turtles for the first time. It's a classic. Okay, all Thunderbolted out. Gonna do some more small rides with Miles, and it's going on noon, so definitely time to grab some food. I'm getting hungry, I know that, but no. The Thunderbolt's just not for me. I know it's a classic, everyone loves it, 100 years, but it kind of hurts. Maybe I'm just too old, I don't know, but it's a beautiful day. Definitely better than when we were here on Friday. We're having a really good time, and Miles is absolutely loving it. So, Key, we're gonna get him to nap. Probably not. Are we gonna regret that later? Probably. Jake went to ride some coasters with our friend, so Miles and I are gonna ride the train. Yeah. Is it the most fun train ever? Yeah. We're gonna learn about all the old Kennywood facts. Do you want to ride those cars too? Yeah. Okay, maybe we can do that one next.
Okay, so first stop today with the Kennywood Passholder 2025 tasting cards, we went to Ireland, and we went with the Firehouse Red. They also have a O'Hara's Dry Irish Stout. Kind of know what that tastes like. I do love a good red ale though, so we got one of those, as well as the Cottage Pie. Now this is it's basically stewed beef. There's creamy potatoes, vegetables, though it doesn't really describe what it is, as well as these fried onions on top, which I'm perhaps most excited about. This is a hefty amount of food, so if you are getting one of these passes, this might be one of those food options for you that is going to kind of go the distance. It'll be the bang for your buck option there at Ireland. The lighting is a little bit terrible here, but I feel like give you a nice fountain behind me to look at, and maybe a little bit of steel curtain. Red ale. Roasty, a little bit malty. You'll love to see it. Now this cottage pie, they say creamy potatoes, but I'm going to be honest, it kind of just seems like mashed potatoes to me. Oh yeah, that's good. But the cottage pie is very good. It's very filling. I think they could do with a little bit of gravy on top of everything because it is somewhat dry. Though, food quality aside, I will say this is one of the only parks I've been to where I've noticed the same person is working that booth as was working that booth last year. I recognized them and I asked them, were you here last year? And they said, yes, you're like the third person to say that. It seems like you just don't get that in many places where people are so recognizable and the personalities are so sort of part of the culture of the park. You really get that at Kennywood, and it's something special.
I went to one of the 2 new stops at the Bites Pints Festival this year, the first being Cuba. And the first thing I got is the Ropa Vieja. There's a coaster coming. It is sofrito beef, black beans, and rice with sweet plantains and olive tapenade. That looks really good. The portions are surprisingly good. Anyway, and the second thing I got is the tostones rellenos, which is garlic shrimp, fried plantains, mango salsa, and mojito. Also looks really good. I'm impressed. The other new booth this year is Spain, which I'm not really that interested in. There's nothing there that I'm like, I have to have that. But these ones look really good. I really like the tostones. It has a very good flavor. It's sweet. The shrimp is good. There's nothing objectively wrong with the Ropa Vieja, but it's just not to my flavor palette. So that one is a pass for me. I think Jake would like that one. But I definitely recommend this one if you're a shrimp guy like I am. And when you come to a theme park with a small child that is only 37 inches, you end up kind of doing the same things over and over again. So we're gonna ride the whip again.
We're on the whip again. I will say the cutoff height for a lot of rides is 36 inches. So I feel lucky that he's a giant.
Yeah.
We've been able to do a lot.
Yeah, and he can do stuff by himself in Kittyland, which is cool.
Yeah.
He's getting to be a big boy. But we're waiting for our friends. We're gonna do the whip.
Woo! Yeah!
Give us a, Miles, give us a woot woot. Okay, I'm walking and talking, but I also went to Ireland and I got the Bailey's Irish float. So Bailey's and Guinness and ice cream. It's dripping on my hand and it's gonna be delicious. It's good.
What is it? Oh, this is the Bailey's float. I mean, it just looks like a milkshake.
It has beer in it though.
Oh.
So and it's Guinness. So there's a bitterness to it.
Yes, the bitterness can be a bit, you know. I mean, it does.
I think it's caramel ice cream, which is really good.
Yeah, I bet.
I just don't like Guinness that much.
Yeah.
But the Bailey's is good.
It almost seems like the beer didn't need to be there.
I don't think it needs. I think it could have just like.
It could have just been Bailey's and ice cream, and it would have been great.
But it's Irish. So you have to put Guinness in it.
Yeah, it's double Irish. Okay, friends, next stop here at Bites and Pints is Italy. Here at Italy, we got the piadina, which consists of, it's like a very well roasted flat bread with some ricotta, grilled peaches, Calabrian honey, which is a spicy honey, as well as some fresh basil. It's like bacon? What is that? Some kind of meat on there as well. That's interesting. Maybe pork belly or something like that. A little bit of prosciutto, who knows? Something tasty looking. Tay's doing her best to get through the Tramezzini alla caprese. That is a Tramezzini alla caprese consisting of burrata, roast tomato, arugula, and basil pesto on Calcutta. And I can tell you definitively that as pretty as it looks with the balsamic vinaigrette and everything, that Miles absolutely hates it. I got a Cuban, it's all I've wanted all day.
Last stop?
Last stop, we went to Cuba. This is a new booth this year here at Kennywood. And the Cubano is kind of like the thing to get here this year from one of the new booths. And it does look and smell fantastic. Good a mustard on there, pickles. Wow. So there's a good bit of char on the bread, which normally would be off-putting, but it really does well with the pork and the ham, and just the amount of fattiness that's in this sandwich, and a good bit of brininess from the mustard and the pickle.
Yeah, I think the food here has been good.
Yeah, I'm loving this sandwich, and everything we've had here really has been pretty great. The cards definitely make it worth it. Punch cards definitely make it worth it. Whether you're a pass holder or not, I think that's the way to go.
Love it. And I think that's another successful trip, 2 trips to Kennywood.
I would say so. We really did it to them today.
Okay, we're gonna do a quick, not a full ranking, but what is your #1 coaster here?
I still think Phantom's Revenge
Really?
is more fun than Steel Curtain.
And my favorite is the Jackrabbit, but that's all nostalgia. We're gonna do a ranking and a short in a few days, so check that out. Make sure you're subscribed. But other than that, we have more theme park content coming. We have more cruise content coming in the fall if you follow us for that.
And even if you're not here for the cruising content, stay tuned because we're going to bring you a whole bunch of helpful tips and tricks types of videos for all the kinds of summer travel and other seasons of travel that you may be interested in taking part in. So, yeah, hang around.
So, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've been to Kennywood before. And until next time, stay magical.
Bye. Sitting on roller coaster, not riding roller coaster. I can't wait for everybody to tell us in the comments what that move that you did is actually called.
I know. You know, when you go this way and then you're like, this way. Casualty.
Oh no, the fruit gummy. Oh no.
They dropped the Thomas, this one is really good. Which one was this? Wow. Just looked at it, can't remember. Brain is broken.
All right, good. Panic.